Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our curious viewers, Built Barry. Thanks for the suggestion, Barry. You asked, how do concrete mixer trucks work? If you've ever been stuck behind one of those huge spinning trucks and thought, why does that drum keep turning? What happens if it stops? You're not alone. Today, we're peeling back the mystery behind those rolling cement cyclones to find out how they keep tons of concrete fresh, smooth, and ready to pour. So, if you've ever been curious about what's really going on inside that endlessly spinning drum, stick around, because we're about to mix things up, literally, right here on Explaining Everything. Let's start with the most obvious question. Why does the drum spin? You see, inside that giant drum is concrete, a mix of cement, water, sand, and gravel. But here's the catch. Once you mix cement and water, the chemical reaction begins immediately. That means if the truck driver decides to grab a long coffee break, by the time they get back, their truck would basically be a giant rock on wheels. Not exactly ideal for driving. So, to stop that from happening, the drum has to spin constantly to keep the mixture moving. The rotation keeps the ingredients evenly mixed and prevents them from settling or hardening too soon. It's like a giant concrete smoothie. You don't stop blending halfway, or you end up with chunks, and no one wants chunky concrete. Now, let's look inside the magic barrel. Inside that big spinning drum are helical blades, basically metal spirals that work kind of like an inside-out screw. When the drum spins in one direction, the blades mix the concrete, folding it over and over like a baker kneading dough. But when the driver switches the rotation direction, boom! The blades push the concrete out toward the back chute for pouring. So it's both a mixer and a dispenser. The same mechanism that keeps everything fresh also works like a reverse conveyor belt when it's time to unload. Smart, right? It's like if your washing machine could also deliver clean clothes directly to your closet. All right, but how does that giant spinning drum actually move? It's not like the driver's back there pedaling a giant bicycle crank. Concrete mixer drums are powered by hydraulics, a system that uses pressurized fluid to transfer energy. There's usually a hydraulic pump connected to the truck's engine. When the driver turns on the mixer, the engine powers the pump, which drives a hydraulic motor that spins the drum. And get this, modern trucks can control the speed of the drum using a lever or remote, so the driver can make it spin faster for mixing or slower for pouring. It's basically a high-tech smoothie maker with horsepower. Now, let's talk about the time limit. Concrete has what's called a working time. Depending on the mix, it can start to set within 60 to 90 minutes after water is added. That means once the ingredients meet, the countdown begins. That's why you'll sometimes see those trucks zooming down the highway like they're late for a date. Because technically, they are. They're racing the clock before their entire load hardens into a giant, immovable disaster. Imagine trying to explain that to your boss. Yeah, the truck's full of solid concrete now. We're gonna need a new one. Some companies even add retarding agents, chemicals that slow down the hardening process to buy a little extra time. But still, it's a delicate balance. Too much delay and your concrete never sets properly. Too little, and it becomes modern art before reaching the site. So how do they actually get concrete into the truck in the first place? At the batching plant, raw materials, cement, sand, gravel, and water are measured and dumped into the drum. The truck starts spinning immediately, and the mixing process begins as soon as the materials meet. The driver then heads out, keeping the drum rotating at a slow pace during the trip. When they arrive at the construction site, they reverse the drum's rotation, and the concrete flows out through a chute, a slide-like system that guides it right where it's needed. Some trucks even have adjustable chutes or robotic arms to pour with precision. Because nothing ruins your day faster than spilling 2 tons of concrete onto someone's garden gnome collection. And then comes the least glamorous part: cleaning the drum. After the delivery, any leftover concrete needs to be removed before it hardens inside. If it's left overnight, it'll solidify, and the drum basically becomes a useless boulder. So workers have to wash it out with water, and sometimes even climb inside to chip off hardened bits. Yep, someone's job is literally to crawl inside a concrete drum with a hammer. It's the unspoken, behind-the-scenes heroism of construction work. In fact, drivers often joke that washing out the mixer is like brushing its teeth. Miss a few days, and things start to get unpleasant. Here's something wild. An average mixer truck can carry around 6 to 10 cubic meters of concrete. That's enough to fill a small swimming pool. Also, the drums never stop spinning, even in traffic, even when parked. That slow rotation keeps the mix alive until it's finally poured. So next time you see a concrete mixer humming down the road, just remember, it's not spinning for fun. It's doing a delicate dance between chemistry, engineering, and racing against time. And that's how concrete mixer trucks work. They're not just giant barrels on wheels. They're mobile construction factories that keep your sidewalks smooth and your buildings upright. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.